Ready?
I'm sorry about the egg thing. I know that's important to you.
Well, it just makes it that frothy thing. So
It makes it frothy, but it's raw egg.
I know, but eggs are okay. They're pasteurized, whatever they do.
They came out of chickens. Oh, wow.
Do 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 do. Yes, it seemed like only yesterday I was recording Jeff Hoskins for my very first episode of Friends with Deficits, and now I'm trying to do a episode a day for NaPodPoMo, National Podcast Post Month. So in the background you can hear some bits and pieces of the unedited, unmixed, unmastered recording of me and Jeff. It's not very fascinating. I'll grant you that.
All right, so
I'm so glad you're using old Mr. Boston.
Oh yeah, it's cool. And actually, I just was looking for.
You know, this kind of started off as a drinking show, or at least I thought maybe it would feature highly making different craft cocktails or themed drinks for each of my guests. And the first one was called the Eye Opener because Jeff had a degenerative eye disease called Stargardt's. Which he still has. Maybe I'll catch up with him sometime for this month for a catch up.
I think I missed the hole.
What's that?
Yeah, that Devo song, Sloppy.
Also, I thought that like a 3-hour conversation would be amazing because of people like Mark Maron with his WTF podcast. I don't know. Joe Rogan, who's out there? People just let the tape run. But I got really into editing, which is funny and maybe a little ironic because I'm certainly not editing this as much as I could anyway. What else can I tell you?
This is cool. Calls for a teaspoon of.
It's early in the morning. And I really I'm just not ready for this, basically. But it's just a matter of the discipline of getting it out. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about discipline and make this more of a inspirational or self-help kind of few days, if you like. Did I mention this is number 2? NaPodPoMo number 2 for November 2nd. What else? Let's hear where we're at with the old recording.
And he probably drank like 6 tons of that stuff. Whoops. So yeah.
It's been debunked, is what you're saying?
Yeah. It's basically like they were just like, okay, you can now start importing this stuff.
Oh yeah, we had this argument about why absinthe was illegal. I'm still not totally clear on it. If anybody knows, just holler. Oh, and I guess I should mention, if you want to holler, check out our Friends with Deficit podcast. I'm sorry. I think you're already doing that. But the Friends with Deficit podcast.com. Yeah, you can sign up for our newsletter or send a message or something like that. And if you want to support the show, so I can do things like, edit, make it interesting, you should check out patreon.com/friendswithdeficits. And there we have a little community where I post a lot of interesting things or semi-interesting outtakes. Boy, it's early. Other stuff. And you help with any small contribution to keep this thing going. Where else? What is it? All right. Well, we're shaking a drink now, so I think we're just gonna call it a day at this point. I'm gonna go get up and shake some coffee.
Say what?
All right. Once again, this is Adam Sultan signing off for NaPodPoMo number 2. Bye.
Oh my God! Look at that waveform.
Oh shit. Oh boy. Is it too much?
Too
Too much, man.
I'm gonna turn this shit down.